Oh, do I got some good news for you crypto fans as we're seeking to get the charges dismissed, along with crypto adoption proof that you need to see, yes, they're dipping their toes into alt. Do you want to know how to find out the results for the elections? You want to talk XRP price at the end? Let's do it.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
And I'm super excited to share the news with you because yes, adoption is growing and they're dipping their toes into the alt water. But before we get into that, your comments come first. Yes, because you, the viewer, are most important. I always share your comments at the beginning of the video. Systematic Taxation UFO says, mysterious hopium in everyone's pants for XRP to move, yet remains as static as a dysfunctional stablecoin. Maybe XRP needs some Viagra. I just said that because of the pants comment. See, I bring this stuff whether it's good or bad, happy or sad, whether you're happy or sad with XRP as well. It's been a hard life since Klaus, my man. I didn't get a chance to say thanks for sacrificing the body for the sake of your crypto followers. It's much appreciated. Just be sure to take care of number one or we get nothing. Yeah, I'm going to try my best to do a little bit of election coverage tonight because, yeah, if you want to follow Deaton county by county to see if he's winning, oh yeah, it's all linked down below. But I might live stream tonight, kind of show you guys how those crypto elections are going, because there's a whole bunch of them, baby, that could really affect things. But I'm honestly not feeling that good at all because I just had a race like a couple days ago and I can barely keep myself standing. Who was first? It was Brandon. Just throwing it out there. Brandon was first. Heat map. Oh, how about heat bubbles? I'm bringing this up because I'm trying to show you the positivity over the last day. Looks like the crypto market is warming up, showing us some green for election day. Look at HBAR up 7%, but it's been down quite a bit. PayPay's up there as well. Doge, Bonk, Ape. Oh, it's all looking pretty good. I like this. Let's just get into the news right away. Binance lawyers seek to dismiss the SEC's amended securities complaint. Look, we need new regs. That's why we're going to cover this election stuff, because we need new frickin' regs. But this is good for us. This is good for us because the SEC is still going after crypto as securities. And I get it. A lot of you out there watching this channel are big XRP fans. But you probably own a little bit of this. Maybe some of this. Potentially some of that. This. Potential. My point is that just because XRP is dealing with the SEC and that's all we hear about, doesn't mean that the SEC isn't going after other things and exchanges too. The SEC pays lip service to the court's ruling that crypto assets are not in themselves securities, but refuses to accept the logical conclusion of that ruling. That's what the filing said. In the filing, the U.S. federal judge rejected most of Binance's attempt to dismiss the SEC's charges, upholding most claims from the agency. However, the judge ruled against the agency, finding that Binance's BUSD and simple earn programs, as well as secondary sales of BNB, do not constitute investment contracts. This is big. The reason this is big is because earn programs have been targeted by the SEC. Seriously, anything earning yield, and for those of you that have been following the channel the last several years, know how many stories I've reported where the SEC has gone over anything that earns interest because they're like, look, there's an expectation of profit. There's a contract understood there. So this is big that the courts are like, no. Simple earn programs and secondary sales should be okay. I like this. The motion further stated that the SEC's amended complaint lacks coherent legal basis, because it was to interpret crypto assets as investment contracts and chooses not to provide clarity in its standard making such interpretations. And when the SEC was asked, hey, are you going to tell us what the actual rules are determining what's a security versus a commodity? They didn't tell us what the rules were. Yeah, they didn't elaborate at all. And the SEC continues to choose winners and losers arbitrarily, recently abandoning with no explanation its claim that transactions involving Ethereum, the second most common crypto asset after Bitcoin, are investment contracts. This is an absolute mess. And so basically what's happening here is the CZ Binance camp is basically going, so you want to go after my guy for unregistered securities allegations, frauds, and all that kind of stuff, but are we really even sure that this stuff is securities? What a freaking mess. All right, so polls close at different times for different states out there. In fact, some states may take up to a week to count their votes. But what I have up on the screen right now is the Massachusetts election, the general election for Senate. And basically, it's Deaton versus Warren, okay? And what's going to happen is once this poll closes, okay? And I think the polls close, or I'm sorry, the election polls close at, I think it's 5 or 5:30 Eastern time for New Hampshire or Massachusetts. Once that happens, you're going to start being able to go county by county to see who voted for Warren and who voted for Deaton. And you're going to be able to count all the stuff in, see what the percentage of votes are. And actually, you're able to do that for everyone and for every election, whether it's Democratic, Republican, Senate, House, El Presidente. Yeah, you could do it all. And what's actually really cool about this, and that's why I have this link down below, is you could start picking different states and pulling them over one way to the other so that you can start making your own predictions. It's really, 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 really cool. So use this tool if you want to figure it out. I will have this all linked down below. Forecasting right now, it's pretty much split between the swing states making the difference. Those swing states are Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. Georgia, on my mind. So we're going to keep those in mind. So you're going to start seeing these East Coast ones end soon, and then the Midwest ones, and then the Mountain, and then the West Coast stuff. So I will try to get you some results as quickly as I can. But like I said, a lot of these elections are not going to be solved tonight. All right. Now, are there important ones? Yes, there are. And I got to be honest with you, okay? I'm not ripping on Deaton. I'm just saying the dude doesn't have a chance, okay? I'm just throwing it out there. But there are ones where we have actually a chance of flipping it and making sure that the Senate can go more pro-crypto with stuff. Curtis co-sponsored 2 crypto-related bills in the House this session. The FIT21 Act, and I'm sorry, I'm talking about the House right now. My bad on that. And the CBDC Anti-Surveillance Act. He also voted in favor of the bill to discredit SEC's SAB 21 guidance, which was vetoed by Biden. This is what they said. It's important to get government involved because if they don't understand what you're doing, they'll make really bad decisions, Curtis said last month. Yeah, I totally agree. You got to get involved with government. You got to get involved with politics. It's not fun, but check it out. These are the ones that matter. Now, I said I had some good adoption news for you. We're going to play a game called Just the Tip. Okay? Just the Tip. All right? You know how, like, there's a company out there and they've got, like, an ETH BTC with a little bit of XRP ETF file, right? Like, they filed one and it's got a basket. And in that basket, it's just a little bit of XRP, right? Just the tip. And basically what they're saying is, like, look, this ETF that we want to propose only has 1.5%-ish or so of XRP in it. It's mostly BTC and ETH, and you guys both kind of think those are commodities, so we should be cool, right? And you play just the tip, right? You just put a little bit in there. Listen to this, because this is juicy. Michigan State Retirement Fund now holds more ETH than Bitcoin. ETH obviously considered more risky than BTC. ETH much more on the end of alts versus commodities, right? Like if you were going to lean on it a certain way. Now, I get it. Certain government agencies have been protecting ETH. I get it. But now to see Michigan State and the retirement fund pick a more risky asset like ETH is telling you that big money out there is starting to feel more comfortable with taking some risk. And taking some risk, dipping their toe in the quasi-alts. And I'll refer to ETH as a quasi-alt, right? So think about that. Everyone's been piling into BTC. Your Sailors, your BlackRocks, all those players piling. And now you got some players moving into ETH. Which makes you wonder then, if we keep playing the game just the tip, will we start seeing some players move into other alts? XRP, BNB, stuff like that. I mean, hey, if state pension funds are cool with ETH, why not cool with some alt action? So it's pretty interesting to see this as a financial just the tip. In July, it got into BTC, and we're talking about the Michigan pension fund. Got into BTC with the $6.6 million purchase of ARK 21 share spot BTC ETF. Again, traditional finance now getting into crypto-related products. That's good for all of us. Then, guess what did they do? They then bought about $10 million worth of ETH, Grayscale's Ethereum trust. And Grayscale has an XRP trust, which it hopes to convert into an ETF. So there's some definite traditional finance money here that wants to get into alts, and showing you, right, that now a Michigan State Retirement Fund is now willing to take that risk. This is a good sign, everyone. This increased allocation means that the SMRS has now more money invested into Ethereum than Bitcoin, given that its ARK 21 shares position is valued at about $7 million. Michigan's focus on Ethereum reflects a growing interest among U.S. states in a broader potential of digital assets. listen to more good news, okay? I got lots of good news for you. In Florida, Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Patronis recently advocated for Bitcoin's inclusion in the state's retirement system. Wisconsin has also allocated a small portion of its pension fund to crypto assets. The Wisconsin State Board owns a whole bunch of BlackRock's iShares BTC Trust, 447,000 shares. Meanwhile, Arizona State Senate has advanced legislation to add digital assets to its retirement system, with Wyoming and Nebraska enacting laws to attract cryptocurrency mining and establish frameworks for those. Pennsylvania Legislative Assembly also recently advanced a Bitcoin rights bill to clarify the state's regulations on digital assets. So it's not just Michigan, it's a whole bunch of other states out there. Crypto adoption is growing. Is it growing as fast as we would like? No. Oh my gosh, no. We wish it would grow faster. But think, you're starting to see pension funds get into ETH and hold big chunks of it. This is a great step for traditional money taking risks. Now, speaking of taking risks, we're talking XRP. XRP is up a little bit, right? We've seen that. We saw it in the crypto bubbles. Go on there. You could go on there. You could find XRP right here. You could click on it. Boom. There you go. We're up a little bit. Is it juicy price action? No. Have the polls closed? No. Will XRP get a pump with Deaton? Well, I got to be honest with you. Doesn't look like Deaton's going to win. If he does win, and it would be awesome if he does, don't get me wrong. It's just not likely, right? It's not likely that my wife is going to let me do, I can't finish that statement, but it'd be awesome if it happened, right? You see my point? There's a big difference between things that are likely and things that you would like to happen. I would like Deaton to win, but I don't think it's going to happen. I would like to think that my wife would let me, no, again, I can't finish that statement, but it would be nice if it did happen. So if Deaton wins, definitely could think you could see some XRP pumpage on this. Definite. The odds of him winning are minimal. That's why you're not seeing XRP volume move too much here, because there's not too much hopium built into Deaton, beaten Warren. Now, the rest of the elections when it comes to the Senate and so forth, that's a big one in the House. We're going to be keeping track of that. And if you start seeing a lot of these Senate seats, right, start going red, and you start seeing some of these swing states here, especially on this East Coast, start going red, you're definitely going to see some crypto activity pumping, because that's what that money's been waiting for on the sideline. A clear direction on where we're going to go. We're going to go red, we're going to go blue, we're going to go pro, or we're going to go anti-crypto. And I get it. Elections are a lot more than crypto, but this is a crypto channel. This is not like a bodily rights, human rights channel. It's not a sports channel. This is a crypto channel. So I'm just doing it from the crypto point of view, and I understand that these candidates all have different feelings regarding other things of which you may not agree with, but again, it's just crypto. XRP price, you want hopium? Long shot would be Deaton winning. That would help out for the night. The other one would be, we start getting some of these swing states on over to the pro-crypto side. You might be thinking about getting some new regs. Binance and CZ are sitting there going, yo, we definitely need new regs, because now the courts aren't even agreeing on what's a security. And, well, to be honest with you, traditional money's taking that risk. They're playing just the tip, and it's news that I like to share. And we all got different priorities when it comes to voting, so please try your best just to respect everyone's differences down below. I really try my best to make sure to bring stuff from this side of the aisle, that side of the aisle, good or bad, happy or sad, I bring it all. The only thing I think that we're all going to be upset about, whether you're a Democratic-leaning voter, Republican-leaning voter, is that this mess isn't going to be sorted out tonight. Now, a lot of, like, you know, your Senate, your House elections, that kind of stuff, yeah, and a lot of which way the states are going to go, yeah, that stuff is. But overall, it's not. And I just hope it's not dragged out and becomes like a painful event, because think about this. I don't want the rest of the world to get distracted with elections when Jerome Powell and the rate cut decision is only 2 days away, and that's good for all crypto. So now we're talking about playing just the tip. Pretty cool, huh? Wonder if my wife's going to answer my Snapchat. We're also talking about traditional finance playing just the tip. Oh, okay, interesting. Also talking about what? CZ, Binance going after the SEC saying, yo, we got to get some real clarity here regarding security contracts, because earned things aren't. And honestly, the SEC has wrecked several companies based on simple earning programs. So we've got a big mess brewing here, and that sets the stage for 2025. So by 2025, the dust will be settled. We'll have a whole new session of the House, Senate, potential president. No, definitely a president, because it's not going to be Biden in there. It's either going to be Harris or Trump. So you're going to have a lot of changes. And I'm really excited because rate cuts are going to be happening in the background of all those changes, and that's good for crypto. Now, I'm going to end this video how I normally do, okay? I'm going to say my tag phrase, and then I'm going to play a little clip at the end. The clip at the end is a little personal, but I thought I would share it all with you. It was a snippet from my last race. It was pitch black out. I had to race. I was on top of a mountain. Choo-choo, bitches.
So I got a lot of work to do if I want third. A lot of work, so we gonna run nighttime. Fuck these rocks, fuck these tree stumps. Gotta put the work in.